What do you do when your portfolio drops $3,400 in a day? Well, I guess it depends on your time horizon. I'm fortunate that I have 13 years to worry about what to do, and I've got a long-term plan in mind. So I wasn't panicking today, but it sure wasn't comfortable to watch my portfolio drop $3,400 to finish the day at $171,167. Um, Despite that, I made a decision about what to do with my portfolio, and I'll get into it. Um, and just to put it all in perspective, I lost 1.95% today, while the indexes lost less. So I did worse than I would have done had I strictly invested in the indexes, but everything was down today. So, I don't feel too bad. But the the reduction in my portfolio is not really accurate, and I'll get into why. Um, this is just a total number from the bank, and it's not reflecting the full reality. Because I made a change today. You may recall my wash, rinse, repeat strategy I've mentioned before of using covered calls to increase income in my RDSP to generate cash within the RDSP without having to invest more. Well, I had another particular stock that was such that I could take advantage of that today, and that's exactly what I did. I had a call, a leap for Rocket Lab, $20 call expiring in January 2027. I ran the numbers and decided that I should execute it and start running covered calls on it to generate some income, because I'm not planning on selling Rocket Lab anytime soon. I believe that whether their neutron rocket goes up this year or next, it will be a game changer for them, and I want to be around for that. So, rather than rolling the option out and buying another call for further down the road, I decided just to execute it. Cost me 2,000 US dollars, which translated to over close to 3,000 Canadian dollars. And that explains why my portfolio looks so bad today. But the other part of it is there's a lot of red on the screen. I did lose a fair bit of money today. Rocket Lab itself, the leap that I had, dropped by over $600. So did AST Space Mobile. It dropped a fair bit. And Google, the shares of Google that I have, dropped. So overall, it wasn't great. And I wasn't the only one suffering. A lot of people were suffering along with me. And it's just unfortunate, but, it is what it is. It all had to do with the fact that here in Canada, the Bank of Canada decided to hold rates steady, and the U.S. did the same. So there was some hope, I guess, baked into the market somewhere that there'd be a rate cut coming soon, and that just dashed the hopes in both markets that that's not going to happen anytime soon. The war in Iran and tariffs in the States are causing, persistent inflation and fears of increased inflation. So, just put it out of the mind that it's going to happen anytime soon seemed to be the unspoken message. And as far as what I did today, first I should say the one green spot on my screen today was Quantum Emotion. It gained over $700. And as far as what I did today, I adjusted my my buyback amount for the two covered calls that I have outstanding. I'm intending on buying them back by about the 21-day mark. Also, I sold a number, about 60 shares of CBIL, the bond short-term treasury ETF, just to get enough cash to buy that Rocket Lab option. and I executed that option, which, um, that excuse me, that cost me close to 3,000. So all in all, that's what happened. And as I said, a lot of the down draft today had to do with the Bank of Canada, Bank of US, Fed uh, making rate decisions. It's unfortunate, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. And the way I'm looking at it, it's mostly just noise right now. Yeah, it affects things. It's going to affect things for the next year or so, I think. And as long as this war is going on in Iran, there's going to be shocks to the system, I think. So, you know, um, uh, I'm thinking that it's not a great time to hold leaps. Um, especially ones that are kind of volatile, because uh, you can gain a lot of money with leaps, but you can also lose everything you've put into them. So I'm starting to look at them, and think twice and think, I don't know if I want the risk right now. I've reduced the number of leaps that I have, the percentage amount, to less than a third of my portfolio, which is still kind of high, um, but I'm getting there. And my plan with the premiums I'm going to generate with the covered calls, part of the wash, rinse, repeat strategy, is to funnel that money into the diversified ETF like XEQT or VDY, and just continue to grow the portfolio. So that's the plan, and you know what they say about plans: the best laid plans uh, lead to hell, or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm mixing those metaphors up. But anyways, yeah, it was one of those days. Decided to finish it off with a little stroll at the dog park with my boys and my family, and that was good. Um, Good way to wind down kind of a stressful, shitty day. But like I say, it could have been worse, and I'm expecting that things will turn around at some point. But all I think it's going to take for a catalyst to make things green again is some hope in the market that the war in Iran is coming to an end, or the Strait of Hormuz is opening up, or you name it. We just need a little bit of good news. That's going to change things, I think. But we're not there yet. We will be at some point, I hope. But we're not there yet. And I'm just trying to position my portfolio to take advantage of the volatility as best I can. And, on good green days, that's when I'll be selling covered calls on what I have available. And on red days, is when I'll be buying them back for cheaper than I sold them. That's the plan, anyways. So we'll see. Best laid plans, you know, whatever. Best laid plans. I forget the rest of that. But point is, I got a plan. It may not be a great one, but it's mine. Anyways, that's where I'm at today. Wasn't a great day for my portfolio, but I got to bear in mind that I'm still up in the long run by about $27,000. I have $27,000 more than I would have if I just stuck it in a GIC somewhere. So, that's good. And what else? I made one additional move today. I didn't mention earlier. I part of this total assets screen that I show includes my it includes my tax-free savings account, which is about $1,000. Today it was $1,500. I took $500 out to pay a credit card bill that had to do with my cat Tigger's vet bill. I had sold an asset, or portion of an asset, back on Friday, and the money became unencumbered yesterday, and then today I was able to withdraw it. So that's what I did. And the idea is to use that particular tax-free savings account as kind of a medium-term savings, and use it to save up the lump sum deposits that I can make to the RDSP at the end of the year when I'm free and clear. But at this point, I had to use some of the money to pay a credit card bill, because it just doesn't make sense in my mind to carry a balance and pay interest. So that's what I did, and yeah. anyways, hope you had a good one. Hope your trading session wasn't too horrible. I think it was bad for a lot of people, so don't feel bad if you had a bad day on the market. This too shall pass. We'll get through it, all of us together. And uh, again, if you're interested in seeing the status of my portfolio, I've updated the spreadsheet. The link is in the. I'm gonna try and put it in the comments this time, or in the description, so you can access that and yeah, just follow along at home. But that's where we're at today. Hope you had a good one. Appreciate you watching, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Please let me know how it's going for you. Take care.